What if I told you something we discovered in 1922 would eventually lead the world into chaos and be the driving force to the craziness that is happening here in 2020? You might say, that sounds crazy. No way. And why would it take almost 100 years to happen? Well, hear me out. Let's talk about King Tut's tomb. But before we get started, if you could smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and while you're there, be sure to hit that subscribe button, followed by the bell notification, so you never miss a video. On November 26, 1922, Howard Carter and his team discovered one of the greatest findings in history, King Tut's tomb. It took more than a decade to catalog and empty the tomb, and up until the discovery, King Tut was fairly unknown pharaoh, but the notoriety of the tomb's discovery changed that. I'm sure by now you've at least heard of King Tut and his tomb. Some of you probably know who he is from his books, movies, TV, etc. But for those that don't, I'll give a quick summary detailing King Tut. So hang tight, for the scary part is still to come. King Tut was an Egyptian pharaoh that ruled the 18th dynasty. His rule was from age 10 till he died in 1324 BC at the age of 19. His cause of death isn't fully known, but it's believed that he had frail bones and broke his leg, which caused infection. He went through a traditional Egyptian burial and was mummified, placed in a tomb with tons of artifacts, boxes, riches, statues, clothes, weapons, you name it. Though it's stated that his death may have been a surprise and thus the burial itself was rushed. Artifacts that are too fragile, as well as King Tut himself, are still in Egypt, with King Tut inside a climate-controlled glass chamber. His mask, along with a few other items, are on display at a museum in Cairo. But this year, a new museum in Egypt will be opened called GEM, the Grand Egypt Museum, which will house the Tut collection. As with anyone buried in Egypt, especially pharaohs, it's said that there is a curse on the tomb and body that will cause harm, illness, bad luck, and death to those that disturb his resting place. This is supposedly the case with King Tut, and some believe, because the death and burial was unexpected and rushed, that the curse isn't just limited to those who disturbed his resting place. Many have died during the exploration, and even those who received artifacts from the tomb have died in odd and bizarre ways. But what happened at the end of 2019 is what many believe is the fallout here in 2020. Back on September 17, 2019, a rare 3,000-year-old box was opened for the first time on camera. The chest belonged to King Tut's wife and half-sister, and is the only known artifact to belong to her. It was said to store rare expensive dresses and jewelry, but upon opening the box, it was completely empty. Now, this is the part where we're plagued in 2020. The tomb and everything inside is cursed, and as far as we know, all of the boxes inside of the tomb had something inside, but this one. What if when we opened the box, it unleashed a curse of evil into the world? I mean, think about it. The curse is supposedly to bring harm, illness, bad luck, and death. I say, so far in 2020, all those things have happened. What if the cursed box also contains a curse in itself that was supposed to be unleashed onto the world if opened? Ancient Egypt believed and cast many curses, and this box was a prized item for Tut's wife. So why wouldn't she not only curse the box, but add a global curse if opened? The questions, if true, are now, how do we stop the curse? If we can. Is what we've gone through the extent of the curse? Or will it continue to get worse? As always, I leave it up to you to decide. Leave a comment and let me know what you think. Is the curse real? Or just a nice story and this year has been nothing more than a crazy year? Want to binge more videos? Click the ones on the screen or simply go to my channel for more content. If you want to support the channel or have a story that you want me to tell, then check out the description down below. Follow me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, and my Facebook group. Lastly, if you haven't, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel followed by the bell notification.